Like, how's it like being a Christian dating someone that's Muslim?
Incredibly difficult. Look, we have conversations about our faith, right? While there are massive challenges in our way, and realistically, if I had to tell the truth, oh my God.
What you
In
gonna
long
say?
term, it doesn't look feasible.
Yeah, guys be masturbating like 3 times a week, 4 times a week. Shit, sometimes every day. Like, that's a big thing. That's a big addiction that men go through.
And then first year, dun.
Yo.
I smoked weed for the first time, right? And weed goes to a different part of your brain than the other hallucinogens. And I think weed was the biggest addiction because I was smoking like 8, 9, 10 blunts a day, bro.
Yo,
If your girlfriend tells you to leave to end the friendship, you're not ending the friendship. Your dad got female friends?
No, it doesn't.
Exactly.
Is my dad in a toxic in a healthy relationship?
Hello, hi, it's a girl, mommy dearest.
Hi, I'm Caiah, aka Adi.
And welcome to Thought Digest, where we
Amplify conversations one thought at a time. There's somebody strange in the building. There's an unusual presence in our midst.
We have an alien.
Yes, our CEO.
The big man himself.
It feels so weird being shy in my
In your own
room.
space.
It's so weird.
Introduce yourself.
Okay, cool. What's up, guys? I'm Thato Rampedi. I am Thato Rampedi.
Yeah, he is Mr. Rampedi. Like, his name is enough.
Yeah. So I'm a content creator, brand strategist. I love creating things, and I work with these lovely ladies to my left and the right.
As if this isn't your channel. We're making you introduce yourself on your own channel.
No, but then we don't know. Maybe there are people who just come for Thought Digest. They don't know what's going
They
on.
don't know.
But that means this is an opportunity to check out his videos in his channel.
Seated. Check out Seated.
Check out Seated.
Vlogging. He's got something new coming out, but I'm gonna let him talk about it.
Yeah. Yo. A lot's coming up. Okay, this is the point where I tell you guys.
Yes.
So you guys have seen on the channel that these girls have been dominating Thought Digest, dominating podcasting. It's been beautiful to see. I haven't been posting much vlogs. I haven't been posting Seated, but we're coming back. We've done a serious rebrand, a whole rebrand for Seated, a whole rebrand for my vlogs, and a whole rebrand for a really cool show, which I can't speak about because we signed NDAs, non-disclosure agreements. You understand what I'm saying? Or something big and
Which
cool.
level is this one?
It's
NDA
level. It's the Malome level. It's this one, the higher one. But
so that means you're leaving this apartment to me, right?
I need the apartment.
Rebrand in what sense though? Like what's changing?
Yeah, so for the longest time with my vlogs, I was genuinely, I feel like I'm in front of you guys. Let me take a step back.
No, it's just the size difference.
Yeah,
you guys, I don't know. I think even the first time I met Thato, I was just so shocked by how tall he is.
Yeah.
He's actually really huge, guys. Very intimidating. He makes us look very small.
Yeah, so for the longest time, I was always just showing too much of my personal life. Like you guys always see relationships.
We knew
and
everything.
family, a whole
Are
bunch.
you taking that away?
I'm taking it away, but I'm making it focused on me.
Okay.
So removing the external entities or internal entities in my life, and we're literally making it about me. So I'm sure you guys have seen I barely post about my love life anymore, my personal life. It's very much podcasting, shows, what I'm doing, working behind the scenes, new week, new fit, outfit, clothing. So
it is very much you now.
Yeah.
Is that because social media is a scary place for your personal life?
So it's a very scary place for my personal life. Also takes away from my personal life.
Yeah.
And it's not nice to be associated to just the people around you, right? So obviously in my relationship, people always be okay, cool. In the beginning, oh, Moti, Thato and Mo. And then it became oh, come on, Thato, you know?
And
now
it's you don't want to create that pattern.
Yeah, because it's people would say things oh, he's successful because, he posts couple content.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And it's that was irritating. And also, I felt because couple content does so well, I would always restrict myself from pushing my creative boundaries.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to stop that to really push myself and see what I can do.
Yeah.
See what I can build. Yeah. So that's the rebrand.
And you're incredibly versatile. I think I do agree with you. Like, the couples content has taken away from us viewing your versatility as a creator. Yes. But now it's more obvious than ever. Like, you going into fashion. Like,
even the way we dress is different. What's up?
Like, he's everywhere. He's cooking. He's in fashion. Yeah. He's in as Majita, which is the energy is so different from like seated. Yeah. Then he's in tech. Like, you're doing everything. That's making me blush, man. Like, you're doing everything.
Welcome to the girlies.
Let me get comfortable.
Yeah, blushing is standard procedure over here.
Yeah, and then he has his own podcast alone.
Yeah, that's coming very soon. So that's Capable. So we're launching. I've been saying we're launching Capable for how long?
Like, and the episode is there.
Yeah, episode is done. So we're reshooting the first episode. We've got amazing guests. We've spoken to Hungani Ndlovu.
Oh, already?
We've spoken to so it's all planned. It's just a matter of like getting it done.
Okay, in true Thought Digest style, we're gonna do a life update. Yeah. What's happening in your life right now?
Let's start this side.
Yeah.
Let's go this side.
I feel like there's a lot happening. Okay. Well, in my life, Jola is great. Shame. It is so beautiful, guys. I feel so safe in that relationship. I feel like that's the beauty of it. Wow. I feel safe. Yeah. And it's my first healthy relationship. So it involves a lot of like self-introspection and also communication. Yeah. So I'm very happy about that. Ecstatic about that. Academically, I'm going through it.
But didn't you just conclude exam season?
Yeah, but that's the thing.
That means it didn't go well.
Did I tell you? So what they did is they made us scan our papers after writing, right? And then for the holiday, we have an assignment basically that we submit, and it's a self-reflection. So they gave us the memos, and you are forced to mark yourself, and you put your mark there on that Google form. What you got after marking yourself. So number one, you're seeing your mistakes, you're seeing what you didn't do, in its depth, because you're trying to collect marks. So you're gonna search for marks, and you must say, why didn't you get the mark? Like, what do you think was the reason? Is it you didn't know the content, meaning did you invest enough time? What did you do, or did you not understand the question? So that is very depressing to think about, especially after how depressing, guys. Oh my God, that was the worst test week of my life. So that's what's been happening in my life. And then at home and things like that, I feel like the chain that was holding us is loosening up. It's not completely like gone, but it's like beautiful. Loosening up, So I thank God for that. I'm very grateful to God for that. I'm still praying for the breakthrough, but I'm just like, I see the work you're doing.
It's beautiful.
So that's where I'm
Congratulations.
Wow, that's amazing.
And then marking your own paper thing is torture.
That's crazy.
I would protest, happily protest.
Like,
no, thank you.
Like, there's no time to protest in this degree. You just do it.
So have you marked them? Are you passing?
I'm going to save it for next week. I have 2-week holiday. This is week 1, week 2.
Yeah.
I'll tell you how I feel next week.
Do you notice how she answered? She said, academically,
no, she said
love life.
Oh, it's my
family.
Just is my order?
Make sure you don't
holistically.
You gotta break it down.
Okay, so I've been loving myself. I've been loving myself.
Clearly, it's very apparent. You look very handsome.
Thank you so much. So I've been really struggling with like self-love for like, in the past. And I feel like I mastered it like the beginning of this year. And then for some reason something happened and I kind of like fell out of like not self-love, but like spending time alone. So I've been like relearning how to spend time alone a lot these past few weeks. I've been getting trapped into like things that aren't meant for me. And then I've been pulling myself out. So that's how it's been. It's looking nice. Like yesterday I spent, it sounds so sad to say, but I spent the first like evening like just like chilling, like not working, not with Lebo, not with Percy, not with Khunse, just like chilling by myself, which is really, really nice. And that's been good. Work is slow, but I think the first few months of the year are always slow for us. When it comes to brand deals, and from like now until December, the deals are crazy. What else did you say? In terms of the brands, I mean, everyone's doing amazing. Like you guys are doing absolutely amazing, which is like so amazing to see. Really proud of you guys. As Manjita's moving, we're happy for Asmajita. Seated is there, but not there, but there. I'm proud of the work I've been doing as well. And I think I'm happy.
Actually, this is something that I'm hearing for the first time. I did watch the episode where you guys were talking about how men are sexualized from a young age, and so forth. But I didn't quite grasp why you've had such a difficult journey with self-love.
Okay. let's unpack.
Yeah, welcome to Don't Digest.
Yeah. So I think like the first things first, like I grew up in a household where there was never really any love. There was never any like physical love, right? So
Yeah.
that my parents would show love by sacrificing so many
service,
things that they have to do in life in order to give to us,
Yeah.
like taking us to the best high schools, taking us to the best universities,
Yeah.
like paying for all of our fees, like everything was done from their pockets, you know.
Yeah.
So that's how we receive love. So I never really received love from like a, yo, Caiah, like,
Yeah.
dude, I
Like
love
a
you.
words
You
of
know what I'm saying? Or,
affirmation.
I really
Yeah.
enjoy spending time with you.
Yeah.
So growing up like that really like changed how I receive love, because then when you grow up like that, all you want to do is receive that type of love.
Yeah.
So you'll receive even 2% of like a good amount of that love.
Yeah.
Putting me in so many toxic environments, toxic relationships, toxic
Yeah.
friendships. And then also grew up like just a big kid. So I was always just so insecure because
Yeah.
everyone got to be like, yo, is this person looking at me? Are they looking at my weight? So I was very insecure about those things growing up. I think now like the weight thing, like I'm very content with how I look. I'm very happy with how I look. With the love thing, like I still catch myself in like environments and relationships with people that like, you know, aren't the best for me.
Yeah.
But I'm really trying to set boundaries and build boundaries. And did I answer you?
Yes, you
Yeah,
did.
no,
I
you
think
did, eh?
you're just listening to you. I'm realizing how self-aware you are
Yeah.
and how very opposite I am.
Yeah.
Like I realize in the midst of a bad relationship that
This is a
Yeah.
bad relationship.
damn it.
It's not good for
And
me.
by the time I realize it's a bit
You are
Too
already
late.
in love. Like you're already inside.
too late.
It's hard to remove your heart from the situation.
Yeah.
But how's your life, Caiah? Like what's going on?
Love life wise,
I
We see on YouTube. It looks good.
Every week.
It's vlogs every
everything is
weekend.
something new, guys.
It's heavy, innit?
I am happy. I am very happy, but I need to be honest with myself now.
Yo.
About the dynamic of the relationship. It's very apparent that the biggest challenge we're facing is our religion.
Yes.
Oh
you
my
did.
God.
She mentioned this on our date
I've
the
always
other
been
day.
so curious about that.
Yes.
Obviously, I wasn't in the place to ask, but now that you're bringing it up,
Yeah.
Like how are you
Like,
like how is that?
navigating
Yeah,
it?
like how's it like being a Christian dating someone that's Muslim?
Incredibly difficult. Look, we have conversations about our faith, right? And while there are stark contrasts between the way that we practice our faith, in the essence of it, it's
very
quite similar.
It's almost the same. Like the value
Yeah,
system,
the
the
value
core
system,
of it is the
absolutely.
same. But they are big.
the fundamental,
Yes.
belief
Yes.
is very different.
Yes. Yes.
Because Jesus, they believe in Jesus too,
But it's not
just
like
not as
it's the way
not the
we
way
see-
we believe
we
it,
see him,
right?
yes.
And I draw also from his discipline in his faith, because they pray 5 times a day, very devoted people, very, you know what I'm saying, repentant people, self-aware people in their religion. I think Christians, hey, we take too many liberties.
We move how we want to move.
Yeah, we
do
think
as we wanna do.
in the name of ours is a relationship with God. Like
Yeah,
it's not
it's my relationship.
Yeah.
and then you use it as an excuse to just go mad. So while there are massive challenges in our way, and realistically, if I had to tell the truth, oh my God,
Oh my God. What you
in
gonna
long
say?
term, it doesn't look feasible.
Because
I'm going to sit here and say that long term.
Because I get you, because the way he, like, I know him as well as a
Yeah.
person, and I know how he feels about his religion, and I don't
Yeah.
think he's the type to be willing to convert. I know you as well, and I know how you feel about your religion, and I don't see you also converting. And I am a firm believer that, like, there cannot be like two strong faiths in one household.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be very difficult environment.
Yeah.
Like so many things
Yeah.
are gonna be, you're
Yeah.
gonna have to accept a lot of things you wouldn't accept. He's also going to have to accept a lot of things he wouldn't accept. So it's very,
That's why I'm saying, like, realistically, long term, it's not a feasible thing. If we do get married, trust and believe we fought tooth and nail. You know what I'm saying? We, we threw our backs into that fight. But if we don't, then you also know why, kind of thing.
Yes.
Yeah,
Because I'm curious, like if you guys, let's say you guys decide to get married
yeah,
and you respect both religions, I don't even know if
Yeah.
it's possible.
yeah. It
You
is
respect
possible.
both religions. How would you have your offspring like raised? Like how would you have your kids growing up? Is it their choice? Do you educate them both on Christianity and
See, that's the difficult part. So
Yeah.
Muslim people are allowed to marry Muslim men are
Yeah.
allowed to marry Christian women. Muslim women are no, they don't have that.
Stick to
Yeah,
the
They
Christian
can't
role.
leave it to
so
you.
that is permissible, but the children have to be Muslim.
Mm.
There's no education on Christianity or whatsoever. The child must not have a choice.
And you'd never
but to be
switch.
Muslim.
You'd never switch
Nope.
to become.
Nope.
You
No.
you have your Messiah.
Yep.
Do it now.
Sticking to Jesus, man.
Hey,
So yeah, that's where I'm at, and it's man, heart and mind. The war between heart and mind.
Yeah.
Is something that I have to deal with on a daily basis. Like even on social media, people ask me like, "Girl,
Aren't you?
what you doing?"
Aren't you our spokesperson?
Yeah, that's why I haven't I find it so difficult to post Christian content now because it's like I ain't got no leg to stand on. You know what I'm
no,
saying?
but that's not true.
I feel like it is.
No, it's not true.
Even though like I know that just a failure in one area of my Christian life
Yeah.
doesn't disqualify me from speaking about other aspects
Aspects of
of Christianity, right?
It doesn't even disqualify you from speaking about that aspect as well.
I feel like it does.
It doesn't.
I feel like it does.
I feel like
If you've got a pornography addiction as a Christian, for
Yes.
instance, don't talk to me about lust. You're not qualified. Like, what am I going to? What are you going to tell me?
That's the thing.
But you can talk to me about, you know what I'm saying? You can
That's a
talk to me
fair
about
statement, though.
prayer.
Like, that's a fair-
you
you
can talk
can't-
to me about everything else except this thing here. You can talk to me, like, we can have a conversation about your failures in that
Yeah.
department, and I can talk to you about my failures in this department.
Yeah.
But I don't think you can necessarily, like, correct me type of thing.
Oh yes.
Because, you're failing to correct yourself, my friend.
No, but I don't think so. Hey.
Okay.
I think even when you look at the disciples, like you have people who denied Christ 3 times.
Yes.
You know, but they still went out and said Jesus is Lord
Because he
and
repented.
they failed in that aspect. And yes, you talk about like repentance, but that's the
Yes.
thing, is the daily denial of flesh.
Yes.
So like it's a thing of like this person is genuinely trying to deny themselves of this thing daily, right? It's something
Yeah.
they're trying to deny themselves of daily. That is a battle that they're fighting with their flesh, but it does not restrict them from speaking about it and saying that's wrong, because that's the same way the same time they ministering it to you, it's a ministry to self.
Okay.
I have a question. Like, is it going against Christianity to have a partner who is not Christian?
No, it's just not advisable.
Yeah, it isn't.
Yeah.
Because
So then how was Caiah then? Like, how is that preventing you from posting content about being Christian? If it's not against anything in the Bible.
It's not a sin and it's not against anything in the Bible, but
Yeah.
I think as somebody who uses their platform to share the gospel, you have to be above reproach as possible.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Yes.
You need to be like a saint, low key.
You don't need to be, but like,
I'm
do
saying,
your
like-
best.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
like-
saying?
Okay, I
Yeah.
hear your analogy. I hear.
but no, I disagree.
I actually hear your argument.
I
We're gonna delve into that a
disagree.
little bit later because it's still
Oh yes,
life
it's still
update.
yo guys. Yeah,
This life update is
podcast.
very long. What else besides love life? Ugh, I don't want to be my
How's
love
work?
life.
Because we've been seeing you.
Yes, I was about to
everywhere.
say thank you.
Like, you are doing
I'm back into my
amazing
acting
thing.
bag. So we just shot Adiola season 1. Just a brief on the storyline. I think it's a generic storyline. Like you go from soft, forgiving, humble, girl, naive, to incredibly powerful, merciless. Actually,
Oh, that's amazing.
quite the opposite. Heartless, cold. You know, I don't want to. Okay, by the time this comes out,
She's a thug.
Yeah, by the time this comes out, the whole
are
season
you
would have
dropping
been
the whole
dropped
season
every
out?
day. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay,
Episode
damn.
1 today, episode 2 tomorrow.
Okay.
And at the end, she actually, because of that transition, she loses her heart and she ends up killing.
Don't
Don't spoil it for us. Yeah, actually, we gotta watch it. Actually.
Okay, sorry. So back into my
Yeah.
acting bag.
Yeah.
Doing YouTube full time, and then this, my love. Don't digest.
Then you
I
blush.
told you, blushing is like standard procedure.
Yeah, I was gonna say like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I guess this was a lengthy life update.
Yeah.
there's
You
3
guys-
of us today. So
You guys better enjoy this episode. Let's move to our first topic of the day. What does Caiah have prepared for us?
Bum,
The
bum,
first
bum.
topic is your strict girlfriend rules. So
Okay.
I wrote down my rules.
Yeah.
I don't know
Me
if you
too.
wrote
I
down.
did.
You wrote down your rules.
Was I meant to write down
And
my
then-
rules?
No,
Okay.
Tato's
I have no.
job here.
You don't have
is-
any strict boyfriend rules.
No, I do.
Okay,
Okay,
you
then
can
you
share
can tell
them,
us.
yeah.
Yeah, you can tell us. But like,
Okay.
you must tell us if our rules as the girls are they reasonable?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll rate them. So 1 is unreasonable, 5 is reasonable.
Yeah.
Okay.
3 is like okay.
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 You can get away with it.
Okay.
And then
okay.
if you have yours, you can just interrupt
Yes.
us.
Right then,
Yeah.
okay, cool.
Yes.
Cool.
Okay, so the first one. Okay, let me start with the easy one. Ne? I said you keep clubbing to a minimum of 3 to 4 times a year.
Wait.
That is my
How often are you
3-4
going?
times a year.
How often am I going?
Yeah.
3-4 times a year.
Okay.
If I'm there any
That's
more
very
times, just
specific.
know I'm being paid.
So that's
to be
like
there.
every 4 months.
Yeah.
4, 8, 12. Or, yeah, 3 times.
Kind of hear your chat, like, cause the club environment is not good for people in relationships.
Yeah, it's not conducive to mjolo.
Okay, I think it depends how you go, right? Like I've been to the club many a times with my friends, and we're going 5 of us, just guys. Why you guys look at me like that?
Okay, sorry.
We're going
let's
as
do
5
your
of us, just as guys. Obviously,
Yes.
there's been like times where we don't do this.
Yeah.
Go 5 guys. We literally get a couple bottles, 2, 3 bottles. We drink, we party, we dance, we laugh.
But
People
that's
come in,
the
greet, they
thing.
leave, and then we go home.
They cannot trick
No
me.
interaction with women.
No, he's lying. He cannot
They can
trick
come
me.
greet us because obviously we're content creators.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of following. So sometimes someone will come say hi, take a selfie, take a photo, but it finishes there.
Is it
No,
really
no.
a club experience without the babies? Like,
Yeah.
No.
Do you believe
You
that?
see,
Yes.
you know, no, I hear his chat, but
Okay.
he's lying because I've went with them a few times.
said sometimes.
And I'm one of,
I
no,
said
listen,
sometimes.
The times that
listen.
you're not there.
No,
apparently.
listen, I'm like one of the boys. So they don't count me sometimes like as like a female. I don't think I've ever counted as a female actually. So, or I'll see them at the club. They yes, they will go alone with the intention of it just being them. Like literally they'll go, they won't tell anyone else that they're there.
Yeah.
Trust and believe you me, the girlies in the club see
What's
them.
up?
Next minute the section went from 5 niggas to 10 of us. Like we cannot fit in the section. How people got the invite, we don't know.
Yeah.
But it's like this.
The 100%, like those cases, that's gonna happen 9 out of 10 times.
It's 9 out of 10
Yeah,
times.
it's very,
9
it's
out
like
of
very
10.
likely. But my point is, if I'm in a relationship with you, I'm gonna make sure that I go in and it's safe and respectable and respectful. Sorry, you get what I'm saying?
Okay.
But I'd
But
say
still, like, just because I saw this, was it a quote? Yeah, it said, just because you can resist the devil doesn't mean you should hang out with him.
I know someone that would love that quote. You're playing on someone's side.
That is so true.
So just because you can go to the club and still go home alone, the
Doesn't
temptation is
mean-
still there.
Yeah.
Doesn't
True,
mean
true,
you
true.
should.
Don't put yourself in the room where you can be.
I'd give it a 4. I think it's quite reasonable.
But you said
If we can bump up the amount of times,
okay.
maybe say 6 times a year, so once every 2 months.
That's a lot.
Also, I'm going with you. Why aren't I going with you?
Oh, okay.
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 If those 3 to 4 times is bumping up to 6, the 2 that made it the 6, you are with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then that's fine.
Okay.
But then can I go to like bars and stuff? Like,
yeah.
That doesn't count as this
That
club.
doesn't count as
Okay,
the club.
Yeah.
Mine is transparency when it comes to devices and social media and exes.
100%.
I have to be able to access your devices.
Yeah.
I have to be able to access your social media, and I have to know all your exes.
100%.
Okay.
So, okay, the social media one, go for it, you're my girl. My phone, I shouldn't be shaking when you're picking up my phone.
Yes.
Like, I should be like, oh, please, do this, do
Yeah, I
that.
must know your password. I must know how
Yeah.
to pay for things using your
Using my
stuff.
phone.
Yeah.
100%. The exes one, for your sake. No, because I'm going to say I dated me, Caiah, and then what? You're going to be shaking.
Not gonna
No,
shake me. I just
Charlie,
need to
who's
know
that?
because the thing is like
You guys say that. Okay, obviously not me, Kylie, but I'm saying, let's say I mention like any girl who is significantly attractive.
yeah.
Like,
So-
you guys will be like, what's her name? What's her surname? Then you go to my following. Oh, why are you still following her? I'm like, oh, no, we're still
Yes.
cool.
What? Why are you still following her for real?
But you shouldn't be following her still. That, like,
Why?
that's not acceptable. But like in terms of like her being pretty and stuff, if your type is pretty woman, it means I'm pretty woman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you,
So I'm
Yeah,
not
I
gonna be-
agree.
I'm not gonna
I'm
be
not
insecure about
intimidated.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not intimidated by
because
your
I've been in
exes. They're your
instances
exes.
where like I speak to a girl, she asks me who I've been with, and then like it becomes a problem.
Okay, that's a her problem.
That's a her problem.
Yeah, because then she's
Okay.
insecure.
No,
whatever
no.
the case
Then I
may be,
give you
or she
5 then I
draws-
give her 5 out of 5.
draws comparison. I need to don't.
that's a fair.
Why are you following? Don't follow your exes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I give you like a 5. Like
Okay.
everything is fair except for the exes thing. But if you're comfortable with it,
Yeah.
then
Then
cool.
it's okay.
Yeah.
Tell me
Yeah,
everything.
my next. Oh, do you have one right now?
No, not yet.
Okay. My next one is limited to 0 or a few female friends. So it's either you don't got female friends at all, or like if you have female friends, it's limited to a few. And I have met them and I know them. And yeah,
Can I ask you why? Before
Because I don't believe in male-female friendships, firstly.
Yeah.
But also, I do believe that, you see, like, I'm cool with you and stuff like that, nah? But, you know, I have certain, like, respect for your partners. I don't text you. Like, at all. Like, I actually don't. It's like, if I see Thato, I see Thato, but Thato's my friend, you know?
Yeah.
I can't be texting him and calling him randomly and all the time, you know, things like that. Then it would blur the line. So, in terms of, like, female friendships, I need to know if it's that type of female friendship. If she's calling you all the time, she's texting you all the time, she's not your friend. She wants you.
Okay.
Or you want each other and y'all are not telling each other. So, it's either you're limited to no or very few female friends.
Also, the history between you two.
It's very important.
Very important.
Yes.
Like, I don't care if you flirted with her
2017.
but now it's platonic. No. The fact that you saw her that way initially, let's cut it out.
Okay, no, so with me, like, I believe in having female friends, but I genuinely believe that the frequency, like you're mentioning, is very important.
Okay.
So I classify you guys my female friends, but I'm not texting Caiah asking her how her week went.
Yeah.
I've got friends, Tumi, Tiro, but I speak to them maybe once a month.
Yeah.
Or I speak to them when we meet for group activities. So is that having female friends, or is that having a female community?
That's like acceptable. That's what I'm saying. It's
that
like the range of how it is. Like, what is it? Like, you know, the best friends notion, no. But like the nature of how your female friendships are, like if they like that, it's cool. Yeah. Like if she's got you, bruh, like yo, child.
Who traumatized you?
Bruh, like
she calls you.
I had a girl calling
after
my
9.
Yes, in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
And then I was like, and then he answers like, yeah, I'm watching a movie with my girlfriend. Why? And then so for him, I was like, you shouldn't have said you with your girlfriend. I wanted to hear why is she calling you
crazy?
Why is she calling you?
But she's right though.
No,
why
we need to understand what was the purpose of the call in the middle of the night. You
Why
know,
are you giving her a
I just
heads
wanted
up?
to check up on you in the middle of the night. What is your reasoning? And then I wanted to see the chats, and I saw the chats, and I saw that she was flirting with him.
Yeah.
And I was like,
and you stayed, didn't you?
No, I made them end the friendship. I made them end the friendship.
Exactly, you stayed.
I would never end a friendship if I go to end a friendship.
What?
I'd never end it. And if I don't see anything wrong with it, I would never end it.
No, but okay, the good thing is he saw something wrong with it. Because, like, I don't want to, like, it's a thing of, like, he can't really read all the time that, like, the girl, you know, some girl, she was not like, I saw she was flirting with him because I'm a Han. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, this is something I wouldn't ask a guy just in jail. Yeah. You know? But like, because she wasn't like clear, like it wasn't like as clear as day. But she was like, oh, you haven't been at work in a while. And I'm like,
that's his work wife.
And I'm
Why are you cock blocking his work wife? His work wife, Mrs.
I forgot those exist.
Her work husband.
I forgot those exist.
Baby, why haven't you been at work? I'm
if your
eating
girlfriend
alone.
tells you to leave to end the friendship, you're not ending the friendship.
If I don't see anything wrong with it, no. Like if she shows me something clear, like mommy did, then I'll be like, oh damn, I've been so ignorant. I agree with you, baby.
Yes.
But if I have justable clause to my friendship with this person,
no, but what if her reasoning is just I'm uncomfortable? That's her. She has no.
So my conversation will be, how do I create comfort for you?
Oh. Let her go.
No, like how do I show you that like I respect you so much in this friendship, and let it go.
Yeah,
that's the only way. There's no other way.
So, what is the decision you'd make in that moment?
Would you allow for like in your statement? Do you allow for a female community, which I check on monthly or whenever I think of them?
Sure. That's decent. That's fine. Because like we have women around us. You have women around you. That's natural. Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah, because like a lot of people say on different places that I have a lot of female friends, right? And I don't think I have a lot of female friends. I think I have a big female community. Yeah. But I mean, you are someone that sees me all the time. We used to go out together all the time. Yes. Would you say I've got like female friends that I'm always texting and calling?
No.
I have a strong female community because of the nature of the work that I do.
Yes, like his work environment. Like if you have a lot of women around you, it's inevitable that you'll have a larger female community. So I get you.
Yeah. But like I'm never texting someone every day, every week. Like I classify two close ladies in my life, Caiah and Mpho, and I see them at bowling. Yeah. And I speak to them only when I see them at bowling.
And I've seen his relationships with them, and it's very platonic. Yeah.
Those are my gang.
No, actually, I see.
Yeah.
No,
but I'd put it on a 2 though. I think no female friends is a bit like uncomfortable.
Right, okay.
Like, it's the most convenient. Your dad got female friends?
No, that's
exactly.
Is my dad in a toxic in a healthy relationship? You gotta like we can't use our parents when it makes sense.
That's true. Like,
are
we
they-
never use our parents anywhere else.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
What strict girlfriend rule have you heard or experienced that you thought unreasonable or crazy?
I don't like the exes thing. I don't think you should know my ex. I think if I enter a relationship with you, it should be focused on us.
Yeah.
The no female friends thing I hear to a certain extent. Because I'm also the same. Like, you can have guy friends. You can have a male community.
Yeah.
But, like, why is Tepo calling you every day? Like, why is he so concerned with your health and your day and your week? But, like, if it's a thing of, like, you know, every 2 weeks, he's hosting, like, a games night, you want to go, I can come sometimes. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? Or if it's, like, a childhood friend. Like, I know I had a friend who had an ex with a huge male community.
Yeah.
And she would see them when she was at home almost every single day.
Yeah.
And they would hang out. And I was very comfortable because these are guys that she grew up with. Also, they were low-key like...
Yeah.
Yeah, they were not
just
you.
with me. Yeah. So it's like... So I was like, I felt safe.
What? They're just not me.
Yeah. So,
No comp. There's no comparison.
yeah. I'm trying to think what I wouldn't like in a... I mean, for me, like... So what's the thing again? Crazy boyfriend things.
Like,
your strict
boyfriend
boyfriend
rules.
Strict rules. I'm so calm, guys. I'm
Okay,
so
I'll
calm.
let you think. My next one is very unreasonable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I don't care. Okay.
Okay, let's hear.
I will not meet your family or your friends.
Yo, I don't like
But then
those
As your girlfriend, I refuse.
But don't you know your man's friends?
Yeah, and because we went to high school together and we were friends for a very long time, so our friend groups kind of merged.
Yeah.
But if I had it any other way, I would not want to know your friends, and I don't want your friends to know me.
Unless what? Unless
What?
you married.
Yes, unless we're married, unless we're getting, I can get to know them when we become fiancé, right? But as your girlfriend, I feel like one, it leaves so much room for disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Because they know me, they can talk about me, they can have their opinions. I don't want you to talk to your friends about me either. Like, keep our relationship private. You can have general conversations about your love life or whatever the case may be. But the particulars of our relationship, I don't want them to know. Because now they're going to light fires under your back.
Yeah, they'll have a certain level of comfort.
Also, there will be room for comparison. If they know me and they know your ex and your other exes. Like, oh, okay, compared to... your ex, she's like this type of, and then also the third reason is because it provides leverage for him or for both of us. It inspires unreasonable decision making because I'll stay because I met his family.
Yeah, you accept certain things because the family's involved and all those things.
That's a very safe boundary to have.
Yeah.
Like,
also,
it's not unreasonable
enables
at all.
marriage
very
baiting.
reasonable. It's so reasonable.
Yeah.
I'd give it like a 5. Like, when you first said it, I was like, 1, what? My friends? But the more you elaborate, it's like, okay, cool. It's good for my friends to exist within marriage or within engagement because we've made the commitment between us two.
Yeah.
Because friends do have a serious impact on the way that you treat your girlfriend.
Absolutely.
Because if I'm having a horrible month with my partner, and I'll tell my boys who are much younger than me, what they're gonna tell me is
it's
not
like,
what I need to hear.
Go enjoy when
Absolutely.
she's not worth it.
But my friends would never say that. But my friends would be like, no, she's being unfair.
Yeah.
She's being unreasonable. And they don't have context. And then I act on that unreasonableness. It's not even a word, but you get me. I act on. I'm like, actually, she is being unreasonable. I'm the one that's being unreasonable.
Yeah.
But because I've got 3 guys co-signing me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow. So okay, I think the family one I agree. The friends one I'm a bit hesitant because I think you're speaking from a position of like privilege because you guys have mutual friends. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, would it be feasible if you guys didn't have the same friends?
I think it would, especially because I know now that his closer friend group have much different interests than my close friend group.
Yeah.
Unless push comes to shove, we're not coming together. You know
Also, even though you guys have mutuals, you're not necessarily chilling with him and his friends.
No.
So whenever you see him, it's like you're just seeing your partner.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
No,
bro.
that's fair.
I think I should practice that.
That's fair. I think the chilling with like his friends thing should be like, I'm not saying like completely like you don't know each other and stuff like that.
Yeah.
For me, it would be like a thing of like, if it's a necessary thing, if like, oh, there's like a bride, it's very important to his friend, and he would also like you to be there because everybody has a plus one. I would go to those brides and stuff. But if it's like on a regular, we are always at your house
have each
together
other's numbers.
with your friends. Oh yes, the numbers thing as well. Yes, I feel like that's the boundary there. I get also
Even the family members thing, like they can use their family members to manipulate
That's
you.
true. That's
like all of a
true.
sudden your mom is calling me after we've
That's
had an
true.
argument.
Yeah,
that
that's
makes
wild.
no
Of course, that's
sense.
going to influence my decision
Yeah,
making.
that
Like,
makes
oh,
no
maybe I
sense.
should forgive him because his mom called.
Yeah.
Get
It's
out of
nice
here.
here. I'm learning actually.
You must come sit here.
Yeah, this is
Very
funny.
come sit here. Okay, let me see what I have. I have communication. So for communication, I need to know where are you,
Yes.
who you with,
Reasonable.
what you doing.
Reasonable.
Like I need to know those things.
How long are you gonna be there?
How long you gonna be there? When are you gonna
going
get home? Yes, I need to have answers to those questions.
Yeah.
The where are you? Who are you with? What you doing? I need to know that for context because I'm okay. First is because I'm interested in your life.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm trying to find out some.
Don't lie.
No,
mommy.
serious. It's not like I'm trying. I'm not trying to find out some.
Yeah.
But I also need to know like. I wouldn't be shocked if I saw Ban post you on their
Yes.
status.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh, what was happening here?
Yeah, you shouldn't be surprised or shocked with your
Yes, like, you know, I should be like, oh, like I see it, I'm like, I get the
Yeah.
context of
Yeah.
how that picture was taken. Because, you know, like sometimes you can take a girl can take a selfie with your man, like, and I don't know,
Yeah.
we together at the table selfie. But if I know the context of how that selfie was taken, I'm not going to overreact. It avoids conflict, unnecessary conflict.
I agree.
I'll also disclose where am I, who am I with, what am I doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think that's very fair.
I think
if you've got a partner, you should be communicating for
Yeah.
safety things, just for a whole bunch of
Yes.
reasons. Like,
Do you guys think live locations are like a reasonable request?
I think there's nothing wrong with live locations. It's only a problem when you're cheating.
do you
I feel
mean?
like no.
Like I've sent my partner my live location for months, and it's okay.
Okay.
Like, what's wrong with it? Like, they know where you are. What's wrong with them knowing where you
no,
are?
it's very.
People only hold back when they are doing something wrong. Why are you scared to know where I am?
It's not about that. It's
That's true.
controlling. Like, you know, like it.
not.
No,
That's
it
why I
allows.
was asking,
It
'cause
allows
it does
for
give,
room
like,
for control. Like
control.
I may have not been controlling,
Yeah.
but because I have so much access as to even your live location,
Yeah.
like you are tempted to look. Like, you know, you're tempted to be like, oh, where is he? And then now you become controlling because. He changed, like he went from, you could say like, oh, I could say I'm here, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I came here and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then maybe I didn't have time to communicate, but I will communicate. Eventually it would be communicated. Maybe
Yeah.
we went to get food at 4 ways.
Yeah.
But I don't know how long we're at 4 ways. So imagine now I check my man sees my live
Yeah.
location. All of a sudden you're at 4 ways mall, but you told me you are shooting. You know, like it
I
could
do
make you
agree.
very controlling.
Yeah, that's why I asked. I
Okay,
agree.
no, fair. I think it depends on the type of person
Yes.
in the relationship.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
So I'm always dating nonchalant people. So like they'll have my live location, but then
No, but then
they just cool. They trust me. I trust them.
No.
They check when I say please
You
check.
think that's
No,
that's a good thing to say? I'm always dating nonchalant people.
Nonchalant, like I mean, when I say nonchalant, I don't know English. I'm so sorry if I
Nonchalant.
offend anybody. I mean, I date people that really trust me and that are very calm,
Oh, okay.
cool
Yeah.
and collected, right?
Okay.
So like they'll have my live location, but they'll never be like, oh, where were you here? Where were you here?
Oh,
they'll
okay.
forget that they had my live location,
Oh,
and I also forget that I had their live location.
Okay.
okay, that's fair. But me personally, it's a thing I won't ask you, but I'll notice like the location change, but I won't ask.
But why are you looking?
Because sometimes you're just curious. You have
Yeah.
the location. Like
Yeah,
I
okay,
have the
then
location.
you guys shouldn't have the location.
Yes, that's why I said I
Like, you
shouldn't
guys.
have.
Yeah.
Like I shouldn't have the location.
Because you should only be
I
checking when I like maybe I'm going out and then I'm like, yo, this Uber is not safe. Please
Then-
check my location.
Okay, that's fair. But also, I think also the reason why I checked as much as I did was because of the type of guy
How
it
often were you
was.
checking?
No.
How often were you checking my
I'll check
sister?
I'll check like maybe 3 times a day. But the reason being is because
Find
of,
my iPhone.
yes.
Eh?
Because of the guy, because I
Apple.
didn't trust him.
Ah.
I didn't trust him because of
Yeah.
he didn't give me room for choice. Like he didn't communicate where he was.
That's the guy that I know.
Yes, he didn't communicate where he was, who he was with, what he was doing.
Yeah.
So like the only option I have to see if he's busy or what's going on was to check his location.
Were you guys dating?
No, I think everybody has his location.
You crazy
I don't
little
even think
bit.
it's a romantic thing.
I'm
The whole
saying, like-
country has his location.
saying-
If it's like that,
Okay, let me not be rude because it's a.
It's-
No, it's like it's
I have no right to know.
no. Like no, let's move on.
Say it. Say it with your chest.
At what were you guys exclusive?
It's giving crazy. I can't lie.
No. Let me be fair.
Yeah.
The energy he gave.
Was exclusive
Yes. Like he didn't communicate his intentions and where he was going. Like he didn't communicate fairly.
Yeah.
Like he lied, and because
Yeah.
he lied, there was a lot of misconceptions from my end
100%, yeah.
because I will not act a way that I don't have any right to act. I'm very calm. I'm a very calm person.
Yeah, he created that environment.
He created that environment.
You can check for each other.
Yes, like, you know, that type of thing. Because he would also check mine, you know. So it's like a thing of like...
It was normalized.
Yes, you
100%.
know. And yeah, it's because of the environment he created. So yeah, thank you very much.
She even fixes the child. Thank you very much. I don't think I'm like psychologically stable enough to have a live location. Like for you to give me a live location.
I can see
I'm being honest with myself.
Knowing yourself is important.
I can see you calling. I can see you calling and saying, "Oh, so what's happening at McDonald's?"
Yes.
What's going on?
Call, video call, or FaceTime. Show me who's in your passenger seat for a second. Just do this. Okay, show me outside. What's happening? All right, please share your screen. Go to your call log.
Yo.
Okay. Let me see your chat history. Let me
Good,
see your
good.
recently deleted, actually. Let's have a chat. Okay, see you soon. 20 minutes later, engine. You didn't say you're stopping at engine.
What are you doing at engine?
What are you doing at engine?
No, that is so fair.
Yeah,
No,
so I know myself. Keep your live location to yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The less
fair.
I know,
Yeah,
the
for my
better.
peace of
For
mind.
my peace of mind.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. It's
Worse
for
because
my
like
peace of mind.
yeah, no.
I always assume people that like, you know, say for my peace of mind are cheating. Not that you're cheating.
Yeah.
I always assume that like if you'd be worried about someone's live locations because you know what you're doing, but I'm seeing now that like it's just a normal thing
Yeah.
No,
amongst people. Eh?
no.
I know what can drive.
You can
me
have my
crazy.
location.
Yeah, you
I
can
don't
have
want yours.
Fair.
Especially if you're a driver.
Yeah, because you will know that guys, you see that N1, you're like, this is not the N1 home. This is not home too.
I know.
It's not home to.
Yeah.
It's not to my place. It's not to his mother's place.
And you know when you have live location, you start to know the spots he frequents.
Yeah.
So you know where the pins are, like
You know
normally are.
There's an iPhone feature where in your settings where you can check the most frequently visited areas.
Even on Find My iPhone, you can notify you every time the person moves.
You see? I'm not stable enough for all of that.
So you get a peeping. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Thato is currently
There
on
would
the
not
move.
be any thought digest. Every 10 minutes, you just please excuse me.
Checking, huh?
There'd not be anything. My last one is no sleepovers.
Oh, valid.
At
Yeah.
where? At like guys' places too.
At anybody's place. You're not sleeping over anyway. Go home. No matter how late overnight it becomes, go home.
No, let's say Percy's here, he's tired, he wants to sleep over at my place. We're dating. Sleep over at my place. He can't sleep over here.
I'll Uber from my house
And
to
fetch
where you
you.
are and fetch you and request another Uber, drop you over at home, then go home
No,
myself.
like I'm at my place. Let's say he wants to sleep over. Like his friend comes over. Is that
To
okay?
sleep over.
Oh, that's
He's
fine.
home, so
That's
it's fine.
As long as you're home,
Damn.
you can't sleep over anywhere else. Because the thing is, people's lives are so unpredictable. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if you went out late and you guys went to the club, wherever, and then you'll end up at Tato's house.
Yeah.
And then I was, oh babe, I'm so tired after the club, or I'm a little bit late, like I can't drive. That's a life from the pit of hell. How you move from there? What? I'm coming to get you. We'll come get your car from Tato's place in the morning or something.
Yeah, because now if you sleep
babe.
at those places, Jiggy girls just came, babe. I don't know where the hell these
Oh yeah,
girls
but
came
and
from.
Tato's single. Tato, in fact, Tato's promiscuous. Tato has an OnlyFans account.
Yeah.
Tato's out
And
there.
then next week, your man's featuring like.
Tato has Tinder.
Yeah.
Tato, you know what I'm saying? No, you're not sleeping over at Tato's house.
Nah, fair.
Oh, you don't have OnlyFans, I know.
Yeah, no, I'm
Yeah.
saying 5 out of 5, very crazy.
No, is it
it
one
really?
crazy?
Yeah.
It's a one.
That's one.
One.
It's extremely. It's crazy. What? My
this-
boys must be able to sleep over. I can sleep over my boys' place. What are you saying?
No,
Excel?
you're not sleeping at your
Okay,
place.
no, because of their attachment issues as a friend group, ne? Their friend group, their attachment issues. They are very attached to
Even
each other,
worse.
so I get it because like
Even
they do it irregardless. It can be for they couldn't even have been drunk.
Yeah.
Like Percy stays right around the corner, but if
Yes,
Percy
even.
doesn't feel like standing up,
Why
and
is Percy
driving,
going home and we're still chilling?
He's gonna drive like the next day. If he doesn't feel like he's gonna drive the next, because of how
The
clingy they
attachment
are.
issues make it worse because now your boy's gonna lie for you. Now he's gonna cover up for you.
Yeah.
Now he's gonna tell you, oh, he'd never do that to you. Like even when we have chats with the boys, he tells me you're the love of his life. I've never
I
seen
never
him like
believe
this.
in men's
When you,
friends.
shut up, man.
Nah,
Go
real.
home.
Don't believe us, guys. We will
That's what
advocate for each
don't
other.
believe us.
Yeah, they'll tell you, he's my first. And like you are his first love.
If anything, when
He's
we're the
never
most
smelled
quiet,
like
that means that
this.
you're actually doing really well. Because why are we trying to prove to you that he loves you? If we're quiet, it means that he messes with you. If they're like, we've never
Putting
seen him
us
so
on
happy,
game.
why are we trying to prove a point? Why am I trying to be like,
Why
mommy, listen,
are
this
they
guy
cooking
loves you.
me?
Yeah.
oh, you should come back. And then for the next episode, we should talk about when you know he's cooking you.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, when you know you cooked.
You're putting us on game. Oh, my
now
goodness.
I'm snitching to all the brews. What's up?
Please.
Snitch when I snitch.
And the thing is, even if you snitch, like, we will ignore the red flags.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Can I ask you guys a question? Okay, but everyone asked this question.
Yeah.
There's no point. It's on my heart though.
Yeah.
So how come girls like
Oh my
So
god.
troubled.
like it's been a thing we were speaking about yesterday with the boys, and I was like, oh, this is actually a real thing. How come when I come to you, let's say I'm trying to court and type saying, type saying, what are your favorite flowers? You know, what's your favorite wine? What do you like? And then I come to your place and I'm like, yo, you know, here are your favorite flowers. I got your favorite wine. Oh, I know that you're working or you're busy right now. I even saw TikTok like this. I know that you're working, you're busy. I just came to check on you. Are you good? Oh, this is for you. Can I please take you out on a date? Like, you know, on Thursday. That never works. You guys prefer like when we don't text you back, when we don't call.
Right?
I think it's what we covered in previous episodes,
Yeah.
the daddy issue thing.
Oh yeah, it could be daddy issue thing is or being a chick. Some girls have like most girls, especially when we had been matured out of those relationships, we like toxic relationships. You know, we like toxic situations. It's a daddy issue thing. You know, you want to fight for someone's validation, fight for someone's love, fight for someone's... Like, you want to fight for the need to feel wanted.
So the less attention he pays to you, the more you want to reel him in.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
So,
So should we shy away from those types of people?
Yes.
Okay.
So we're so strong. Oh, yes, I was like...
Yes.
Yes.
If she doesn't value your efforts, and if she doesn't, you know what I'm saying, appreciate you going out of your way to say, oh, you've had a long day, whatever the case may be, or you paying attention, she doesn't deserve you.
So guys, that's it for the short topic. I think we went deep. We went in there.
Yeah.
Which is nice. It's nice going deep with you guys. It feels like a very safe space. I don't know how I feel about going deep with you guys. But it's nice going deep
like
with
we
you guys.
forget that you guys are there. Like literally. Okay, so the next we're playing our game and it's called One Must Go.
One must go.
One must go.
I think I understood what it was.
Yeah.
The game.
Yeah.
So like one must go between this or that.
Yeah.
Nah?
Yeah.
Okay, I have some for you as well. Okay. Let's see. Okay, you start because I think I started with the street go rules.
Hold on. Give me a second. Let me get it.
I don't think I've matched though. I don't think I've matched.
Okay.
One Must Go.
Your favorite meal or your favorite song?
One must go. So I must choose. Oh, between those two?
Yeah.
Oh, my favorite song can vie.
Okay,
that's fair. I would have chosen the same
But
thing.
I don't hear it again. Yeah, I'll probably find a new favorite song. Favorite food?
Guys, I love music so much.
What's your favorite song?
The song that's been my favorite for years now is Sinead Harnett, If You Let Me.
So if they said, what's your favorite food?
Mukhodu.
They said let go of Mukhodu for
Say,
Senit
yeah, you
Talent,
can never eat
let
Mohodu
me.
again, or you can never hear
Mukhodu
this
can
song.
go, guys.
Mukhodu can go.
If I can't hear that song ever again, what?
I don't have attachment issues
Like-
to songs. I do. I have attachment issues to food.
Yeah, pork ribs.
Please. Please.
Ribs.
Yeah, I love pork ribs also, but like made really well. Also seafood. What? No ways.
One must go.
Yeah.
As
What,
my-
what about you?
Oh, for me?
Yeah.
Oh, the food. The
said
music.
the
The
song.
music,
Oh,
the music can go. The music can go.
Did you just say ask Majita? Oh, what?
Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't see that coming.
Or seated with. One must go.
Damn.
One must go.
Yo. As Majita can go. Yeah. Ish. But let me tell you why, man. As Majita's a lot of fun. Right, it's we're cultivating community within the male space. It's challenge driven, brotherhood, base. But with my brother, dude, we're unpacking so much trauma. We've learned so much.
Yeah.
We're getting closer. We're becoming better men for each other, for our future partners, and for society. So the impact of that for me is greater than Asmajita. I think it's greater for my audience too than Asmajita. Asmajita is just to make you laugh, chill, show you that we can bypass challenges. It's very comedic. It's entertainment based.
Yeah.
So
I think I'd make the same decision as well.
What about you? Yeah, Asmajita or
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
I completely agree.
can I also
with
add
you.
things since we're adding things? Yeah.
Yeah. Like this one came off the top of my head. Okay, add some.
Okay, cool. I want to say Thought Digest.
Yeah.
or Thought Digest or your TikTok personal page or your TikTok personal page? Yeah.
And my TikTok can go.
Yeah, my TikTok
Actually,
can
all my socials can go. Even my
YouTube channel.
YouTube can go. Thought
Yeah.
Digest can stay for me.
Okay, I know you're not gonna say all of your socials. For
Yeah, and definitely not all my socials. I'm not taking it that far, but
Yeah.
TikTok can go,
TikTok
man.
can go,
Because
yeah.
TikTok is the easiest platform to grow on.
But
That's
when we say can go,
go,
like
you
can't
never-
go, you can't
yeah,
go
you
back.
can't
Can't go back.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fine. TikTok can go.
That's
Wait,
valid.
like my TikTok account, nah. I can still watch
Yeah, yeah,
TikToks.
TikTok account.
Okay.
For me, they can go.
Okay.
Okay.
Your wife or your mom?
Deep. His future wife, if you're watching this, you must know.
My wife or my mom.
Know who he's choosing.
And that's
Okay,
your
let's
husband
say-
or your father.
Let's say I'm not killing someone, right? Let's say I don't get to see them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like your relationship with
You
them
cut
ends.
ties with them completely.
yes.
I can hear him in his head saying, "Mom, I'm sorry."
Yeah, mom, I'm sorry. My
Mama.
mom had an amazing 27 years.
I saw it coming.
What
I was
a-
like,
what an
Mama, I've
amazing
known you for
27
most
years.
of my life.
Yeah, I
like-
can have the rest of my life with someone else.
Yeah, I'd rather stay with like my wife, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For?
Oh no, I agree.
Your husband?
my
Your mom?
dad, bye dad,
Your
bye
mom?
bye mom. Hey, because at the end of the day, they had each other
Yeah.
for their lives. They gave beautiful kids. Life must go on. You
Hallelujah.
know, I need to like get old with someone as well. You know, they're not gonna be there in my old age. My husband's gonna be there in my old age. So
That's
my
very
husband.
What about you, Caiah?
Bye, husband.
Wanna do?
You saying bye to your husband?
Yeah.
You're making us look so bad right now.
We just like
You
we
guys
just
look
told
so
our
bad
parents we
right
don't
now.
love them in 10
His
different
own.
ways.
And it's not like it's not for the same reasons. I love my father, sure, but love is not the reason why I'm choosing my father.
Okay,
Why
why
are you choosing your father?
The test of time, I think we've had a conversation about how little my faith in humanity is. Rather the devil I know than the devil I don't know for me, because I have very little faith in human beings. So talk less of a man I met 3 years ago versus the man I've known
But
my
so
whole
so
life.
this means like you cannot have a husband.
Eva.
Fine.
Yeah.
But you can have a boyfriend though. Ish, I take it back. I just have a girlfriend. Mom, I'm sorry.
No, but not long-term girlfriends. Like you have to change girlfriends every 2 years.
Oh, you know how tiring that is. Mamzo.
Exactly. Mamzo, bye.
Shut up. Yo.
Nah, but it's
Because
my
like a
husband,
life
man.
partner is the same as a wife. Kinda.
True,
Yeah,
true,
it
true,
is. Yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah. And I'm just also thinking about all the things I'd be giving out,
Yeah.
like from a romantic relationship.
Yeah.
But I don't care, man.
Okay, I have one and I hope it's not too inappropriate.
Okay.
Let's say you are of the age, you
Okay.
are married.
Yeah.
You can, one must go. So sex with your husband or wife or kissing husband or wife. One must go.
Kissing.
Yo, kissing can go. You know how long I waited to be here?
Kissing can go. Oh, kissing can go. It's gonna be a sad way, like goodbye. It's gonna be a very sad goodbye.
Yeah.
But hey, it was nice knowing you, kisses.
We'll find a new way to kiss, man. We'll kiss without cheeks or something.
like
we'll
some-
because
Yeah.
essentially the way that I register it, kissing is foreplay, bandla. Like, and the thing is, we've been foreplaying for so long. Now we're
Now we're
married.
married. Now, fair. That was a
No,
very
I
silly
waited
one.
too long to get here, boys.
That was a very silly one.
What? That was so easy, Thato.
Yeah, that was so easy. Like
I'm
you
not
didn't
good at
even
this.
think about it. It was a challenge for you.
I really like kissing. Hey, like I think kissing is so intense. Like with the right person. Like I probably only had 3 amazing kisses in my whole life, but it feels like
What?
No,
like
but I hear
I'm saying when it becomes like they've been good, but like
Like when you- like, it's like
amazing,
soul to soul.
It's sensual. It's soul to soul. I feel like I'm diving into your heart.
like I'm
You're diving
diving
into my heart, and we're hugging each other from the inside and holding on, and it's like, yo.
When the kiss is good. When the kiss is good.
Yeah.
I need to know it.
I also need to know that one because
No,
why?
Oh, trust me, like, I also didn't know it, and then I was like, yo.
He's like, yo,
What are
listen
the
out.
ingredients? Like, I don't get.
Yo, I don't know how to explain it, nah.
What is it? Passion?
Is it when you can't
it-
go there?
Yes, I feel
No,
like a
not
kiss
even.
bangs harder when you know you can't go
Not
there.
even. Not
Really?
even. I think it's a thing of like when going there is not the priority. So it's like the kissing is for the kissing. You know what I'm saying?
Clearly, we haven't lived in Paul.
Yo, guys.
We know nothing.
We haven't kissed.
Anyway, let's keep. Let me not make this into a kissing podcast.
A kissing podcast. Okay.
It's your turn, I think.
It's my turn. Okay,
Yeah.
let me think of one. Because the ones I mostly had were like very feminine.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thato, everybody, would you rather let go of accessories or shoes? Like good sneakers, like a good pair of shoes or accessories. Like which one can go? Like no nothing, no earrings, no necklace,
That's hectic, eh?
no
That is
rings.
hectic.
I thought it was but my shoes are still like I'm still wearing like.
But like good
Like-
sneakers, like
Yeah.
like you know, like imagine like you're wearing sneakers like you don't like for the rest of your life. You're
Yo.
just wearing them for wearing them. But you have all your accessories, or would you rather not have be bare?
And we wear rings.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
wear all
we
these
wear
things.
everything.
Chains.
Okay, the accessories can go because I'm a sneakerhead. Like, I love a good pair of sneakers.
So no necklace,
Yeah,
no rings, no
man.
namu.
Yeah, I agree
Yeah.
because like imagine you look amazing with your accessories, but then your shoes look
yeah,
bad.
your shoes are
Rather, I have no
mid.
accessories, but then my shoes are amazing and they lift my fit.
Okay.
Yeah. What about
Okay.
you?
No, same. I don't even. I'm not
That's,
even an
that's such a
accessories girly.
difficult decision.
Yeah, I've never
to
seen you
make.
really wear rings.
I just haven't gotten to that stage yet.
I must
But
get you rings. When I clean my Shein card, I'll get you some rings.
Oh,
Oh,
Just tell me your ring size.
so sweet.
see my friends, guys.
I'll get you some rings, brother.
Subscribers, if you wanna
That
get
was
me
a
rings, or
genuine-
one of these things called stickers, ne? Send us stickers.
Yeah.
Send us stickers.
Stickers for rings.
Stickers for rings.
What's my last one before we close it off? A relationship with God
A relationship with the other thing
or
can go.
singleness for the rest of your life.
The other thing can go.
So you
Wait, I would rather be single for the rest of my life and have a relationship with God. Is that what you're asking? Or would you rather be in not experience singleness and have a life partner but no
I think
relationship
she's
with
saying
God?
if you choose God, you're single. If you choose a relationship, there's
Yeah.
no God.
Yeah, I choose God.
okay, girl.
Like, Marayo.
Yeah. Because I'm deep in it now. Like,
Like, I'm
there are
thinking
a lot of
nothing
ti-
about my man. I'm just like, oh!
I'm deep in it now. Like, there are a lot of times, like, honestly speaking, that I've prioritized a romantic relationship
Same.
over my relationship with God.
Same.
Because I needed, well, in my head, I
Yes.
needed intimacy,
Yes.
right? Well, what is it called? Tangible intimacy. Because the intimacy with God
You needed
exists,
to hold
but it's
someone's
not.
hand. You needed to, like,
know?
get a hug that touched your soul. Yo.
It's a tricky one, eh?
Oh, guys.
But I'll choose God, guys. The hell is a scary place, man.
It's not even like hell's a scary place. Like, there's
Or
a
like
lot of things
eternity
that I
without
go
God is scary.
through emotionally
That
and
a human
mentally.
being can't.
Yeah, that can't take me out of, and only God can take me out of.
Yeah.
And I feel like it could also take me out of the feeling of loneliness
Yeah.
from not having that physical thing.
Yeah. Also, I think the decision you make.
That was like, God can go.
I think the decision you make is a reflection of how much faith you have in God's capabilities to fulfill you.
What happens if God's watching you? He's like, I never said you must do that.
No, but I can't stand either. Oh, it's okay.
He's like, what the hell are you doing?
That's okay. Because you don't want to answer.
You don't wanna answer.
Nah, I think I'd choose God. I think it would make me such a better person also. Like,
Yeah.
I'd have a lot of self-love. I'd take care of myself because I really believe that the love that I pour to like
Yeah.
romantic partners is amazing. And if I had to pour
The
all of
same
that into
love.
myself, like,
Yeah.
I'd be one of the happiest people ever.
And there's always other ways
God.
to interact with human beings, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Like, you know, you're saying your friends, your family, or even like strangers, you know, you can pour
Yeah.
into so many other people.
You'd live so much. You'd do more.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you wouldn't make everything about like
Another
cuddling,
person.
experiences in the
Yeah.
room, in the apartment.
And a lot of sacrifice happens. Yes, there's sacrifice with God, but normally that sacrifice benefits you most of the time.
Yeah.
But like in relationships, sometimes that sacrifice doesn't necessarily benefit you as a person.
That's very true.
So now you're letting go of making those sacrifices.
Yeah.
And everything you do is very you and God centered.
Yeah.
That's very true.
That's a good life to me.
Sure. And then
Hey,
come to find
killing
out
us
that
here.
later in life, God tells you, it's like you're meant to be single.
I rebuke.
Imagine, I rebuke, Lord, please. Please.
I rebuke.
Please. All right, let's go into our long topic.
Okay.
And it is also they were complaining that our editor no longer does the sparkles.
Yes,
Oh,
I
hey,
saw
how?
that.
Yeah,
I saw
so editor,
that.
please with the
Swaggy, please put the sparkles.
Please with the sparkles. Our long topic is addiction.
Addiction.
Oh my!
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Let's get into it.
Where to begin? I think the starting point for me was figuring out what is meant by addiction being a disease, because I've heard that so many times, but I couldn't justify it in my head, because the way that I processed it was a lack of self-control for me, because I think I was kind of just not knowledgeable on the whole concept of addiction. Well, that was before I experienced addiction, which is something we're going to get into later. But I was like, okay, what is meant by addiction being a disease or being a disorder? And I found out that it's referred to as a disorder because it changes the way your brain is wired, and the overall functioning of your brain is altered by addictions, because at the core of an addiction is seeking a reward, right? Or rewiring the reward system in your brain that we spoke about the last episode, in terms of, delayed gratification. So that reward system is disrupted by this thing that you are addicted to. So for instance, the drugs give you a dopamine hit, make you really happy, give you an instant reward, and so it rewires your brain to associate the drugs and a reward, if that makes sense. And so more drugs means more reward, but over time, obviously, that's not how your brain acclimates to your relationship with drugs or whatever. And really I also found out that they are, I didn't find out, but I found out that there are substance addictions, and then there are behavioral addictions.
Yes.
Yeah.
And both
this
have
podcast really makes you unpack. Eh?
Exactly. So if you think you've escaped like a substance addiction, you probably have a behavioral addiction.
So you think there will always be like a type of addiction, or are you saying if you remove the substance addiction, it's replaced with the behavioral addiction?
No, I'm saying
you can have both?
If you don't think you're addicted to substances, you might be addicted.
Yeah, because you think, I'm free of addiction. I'm not addicted to anything, because you think that addiction has to do with substances. But if you look at it deeper, some of the behavioral patterns you have are addictive behaviors.
Yeah, like for example, maybe like always having short-lived relationships.
Yes.
Because you're addicted to that beginning phase of the talking stage.
Yes, there we go.
So
we're getting into the meat of it.
One.
Yeah, that's a behavioral one.
I understand addiction. Thank you. I'm with you. Okay.
Yeah, because in the moment it gives you that dopamine hit, it gives you that reward, it makes you happy. And so you've already answered the first question. What kind of addictions have you dealt with in your life?
I'd say like masturbation from my side.
Yeah.
I think a lot of men go through like a masturbation addiction.
Yes,
especially
I'm very aware of that.
Like late high school into early first year. Like, guys be masturbating like 3 times a week, 4 times a week. Shit, sometimes every day. Like, that's a big thing. That's a big addiction that men go through. I think with that one,
What do you think is at the root of that?
I think a lot of men, like, from a young age, you want to have access to sex and women, right? Yeah. Because it's like you're watching TV, there's all these things that show you that, like, how, like, sex is very, what's the word? It's glorified and hype, like,
put on a high pedestal.
It's very sensualized. It's hyper sensualized. So whenever we think about sex as young boys, it'd be like, yo, boobs, like, how do they feel? Like, how's it like? Like, when you're watching pornography, like, for the sake of watching it as a young man, you're like, yo, this guy is having fun. Like, yo, this girl is like feeling a lot. Like, I want to be able to make a girl feel like that, right? So now, obviously, as a young man, you struggle to gain access to having sex because you're 15, 14. Who are you having sex with? No one's really having sex. All back in my days. Hey, nowadays it's crazy.
Scary place.
So because, so because you like access to having sex and sexual acts and sexual acts, you then say, okay, cool, I can kind of create this sex with the person through self-pleasure and through watching something. Now when you are, and it's so bad, like masturbation, bro, like constant masturbation. Because now you're watching, like, okay, cool, you start off like, okay, cool, softcore porn. Because you start off like, okay, cool, let me just watch like these girls like kissing, let me watch these guys and girls kissing. Then it always levels up and levels up. Because you want more, because you get so used to like, you know, finishing off to this type of porn. So, like, I think it exists because you want access to sex and you can't have access to sex. And then you just fall into this loop where all you have to do is pick up your phone and touch yourself.
Yeah.
And like now we're in an age where Wi-Fi is unlimited everywhere. Pornography is accessible like this. On X it's accessible like this.
Bro, you just go on Twitter, your homepage.
Bro, you search porn, you are good, brother. So I think like that was like, and it's so hard to fall out of that, bro, because like it's a huge dopamine hit. Like an orgasm is a huge dopamine hit. We can't like ignore it. Like it's like to remove stress.
Yeah.
It can remove even anxiety. Like it does a lot for you.
Yeah.
So now having access to that dopamine hit when you're so young and your brain hasn't developed can cause the addiction.
Yeah.
Because now you don't know the difference between right and wrong. So now I think that's why so many men get addicted for such a long period of time in their life.
Yeah.
Like with me, like I stopped like my addiction through like prayer and through just speaking to like my peers and saying like say, do you masturbate? And then some people would say yes, some people would say no. I'd see, okay, cool, some people do it in this, you know, consistency.
Yeah.
And then I realized that no, man, I think it's easy when you're older because I was like, no, man, I've got a partner.
Yeah.
Let me get all my desires from my partner.
Yeah.
Why am I watching pornography when I've got a partner, you know? So I think that's how I got rid of my like addiction or my constant masturbation.
Yeah.
When does it become an addiction? How often? Because I keep saying addiction.
Like I think it becomes an addiction when you can't restrain yourself from doing it.
Yes. Also, when I was looking at addiction and the symptoms or like how you know you're addicted, what you mentioned also when you said that it escalates.
Yeah.
A symptom is a numbness to sort of the baseline of that addiction. So an increased tolerance is what I'm looking at.
An increased tolerance,
yes. So when you realize that your tolerance for this thing is more than it used to be. So for instance, it takes you longer now to let's say to get an orgasm from this genre.
Yes.
So you move on to the next genre or the more exciting genre, and then you realize that, okay, now it's taking me longer to orgasm to this one. You're addicted. That's
and it becomes so late for Gen Z because I remember I used to like go to like this boys' school and speak about like addiction to them, and these guys were saying that like it goes to like, you know, a different genre.
Yeah.
Once you change genres, it changes from not the genre but like the amount of scenes you're seeing.
Yeah.
So you want to see like this person have sex, then that becomes boring. So you can quickly swap. So now you're seeing like different types and you're searching for like an orgasm. Watch like you can go through over 30, 40 videos.
Yeah.
Like we're speaking to boys, making them do these like questionnaires, and they were saying that some of them watch over 70 videos just to like ejaculate.
Yeah.
Which is a lot of porn.
That is a
like
lot.
Going through 70 videos like swiping is a lot of
also
porn.
That's a lot of time.
It's a lot of time too.
Yeah. Also withdrawal is a symptom of addiction. So when it occupies too much of your mind space.
That when you haven't done it in a long time, you're like, oh my God, I need to do it, I need to do it, I need to do it.
That's also a symptom.
What addiction have you or are you
I actually spoke about it on live. Hallucinogens. So anything that took me out of reality. So that would be alcohol or like anything mind altering, hallucinogens, intoxicating, all of that.
When?
Yo, boy. How many years?
When were you hallucinating?
I think it began in 9th grade. Because I went to a private school, so drugs are very accessible there. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like it's not your weed or anything. It's ecstasy, it's
Shrooms.
LSD, it's shrooms, all of that. It's acid. So that's what I had access to.
Boy, schools in the east.
Yo,
Schools in the east.
nigga,
But what
I'm
do you
surprised
need?
Oh, how do you know Adiola is not inspired by a true story?
Okay.
Exactly. So those were the kind of things that I dabbled in for a very long time, and it was just to escape reality. And the dopamine hit was very immediate with those kind of drugs.
Now.
And so I, when I finally decided, okay, this is not how I want to live. I decided to switch schools because I thought, okay, let me get out of the environment that is enabling this, because that school had hella drug dealers my age, you know what I'm saying? So I said, let me get out of here. And then I changed schools. I went to a government school where you guys smoke weed. So it wasn't attractive to me. And so I was sober for, I think, a year. In 11th grade, I was sober. And then 12th grade came, and then I became a functioning alcoholic, right? I was only able to function because it's alcohol versus LSD. Like, it's not the same. It's not the same hit. And then first year, dun. I smoked weed for the first time, right? And weed goes to a different part of your brain than the other hallucinogens. And I think weed was the biggest addiction because I was smoking like 8, 9, 10 blunts a day, bro.
Yo,
Yeah.
tell me how
That
you.
was you.
I promise you. When I was telling the story on Instagram Live, they were like, "Ain't no way, boy."
Wow.
Hey, Jesus, girl.
Guys,
Ain't no way.
No, we thank God.
Yeah, I was high all the time.
Thank God.
No, because that's the only way you can come out of that level of like addiction.
What? I think you're right. It really was only God that pulled me out of that. You know, it wasn't even God, to be honest. It was God. But it was lockdown first. Yeah, because lockdown came and you can't go
Access,
outside.
yeah.
You have no access to this
Imagine
thing.
lockdown just happened so for you. Imagine you experienced COVID so that
How
you could
unrealistic
let go.
is that?
No, but it's possible.
Unreal. I think it came as
Like
a time
it's
that
such a possibility. Like you needed
Or like,
to stay.
or like people that had serious addictions.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's possible.
So during that time, because remember it was first 14 days, like don't go anywhere for 14 days, and then it was 21 days, then it was 3 months, wada, and people were getting arrested left, right, and center for selling alcohol, for selling weed, all of these things. So it forced me to introspect, you know what I'm saying, to deal with what is making me smoke this much weed.
Yeah.
You know, what is making me so addicted to this thing. And I realized that it was because I needed to fill a void. You know what I'm saying? All of the things that I was avoiding in my real life were things that kind of created a void. So I needed to address all of that, all of the trauma that I wasn't addressing, all of, you know, the mental issues that I wasn't addressing. I was forced to address them in lockdown.
Oh, that's beautiful that you're able to address
Yeah,
that.
it is beautiful because I know people
Because the people who caused the trauma were in the house.
so you have to deal with them.
So it's one by one.
you have to
Let me start with you. Come here.
like you know, like one by one. Like you have to accept and deal with them.
Yeah.
For me, when I looked at it, I was looking at like the immediate thought was like an addiction I currently am suffering with.
Yeah.
Which is I'm addicted to my phone.
That is a behavioral addiction. I looked that up.
Yeah,
actually.
like I'm very much addicted to my phone. My partner even pointed it out.
Yeah.
Funny enough. And we haven't even been dating for a long enough duration for him to like point out something.
Yeah.
And that's what like when you started the topic, I was like, actually, no, this is actually a real addiction.
Yeah.
Like I cannot occupy a space. Like I cannot not be on my phone. Like you saw, like it was so funny. Like you stood up now, right, for the cameras, and the first instinct I did was to open my phone and look at my phone.
Even
and
though there's nothing.
I was like, damn, there's my addiction there.
Yeah.
'Cause there
It's
was-
showing itself.
It's showing itself because there's nothing, there's no message,
Yeah.
there's no need to respond, there's nothing at all. But like my go-to is to be on my phone,
Yeah.
right? And I was like, yo, okay, what's causing this? And I feel like I've always, before my phone, I would do different things.
Yeah.
And I think it's because I cannot stay in my mind. Like I cannot live in my mind, you know?
Yeah.
Is it like,
So-
is he thinking a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
12 tabs open.
Yeah, like, you know, like 12 tabs open, 10 tabs open. It's
Yeah.
like there's so much noise that like I distract myself with many things.
Yeah.
Like in class, because I can't be on my phone, I will, oh no. I remember I used to play games in the lecture hall. Like the lecturer is teaching, but in order for me to be able to retain the information, I need to be playing like a game, like a solitaire or some, or like I'll doodle or like, you know, different things. So I feel like that's like an addiction I have.
Well, self-awareness is great.
Yeah, so now it's like, how do I like deal with, like, what do I do?
Yeah.
Like, what steps do I take?
I think before we can look at dealing with addiction, or I don't think you can ever really get rid of an addiction because it's a disorder.
Yeah.
It's a matter of rewiring your brain, and that takes a very long time. I think something else that I feel like is necessary to address is relapsing, because realistically, the journey to sobriety is not a linear one.
Yeah.
You will find yourself relapsing. Even to this day, I find myself drinking 2 bottles of wine in one go, you know? And I feel like what's important in a relapse is, 1, you're noticing that it's a relapse, which is good. 2 is patience with yourself.
Don't beat yourself up.
But for how long? Hey? Like I know.
Yeah, I know.
Like I know, like with me, like I've been with people who have like serious addictions, right?
Yeah.
Like friends,
Yeah.
romantic partners, and you'll be with, like I had a friend, for example.
Yeah.
He was addicted to so many things.
Yeah.
And for 5 years, he's been relapsing. And he's got a family, kids, and it's very difficult for us to like assess. But like, how long do you stay patient for?
That's a fantastic question.
Like, how long can you stay patient for? How long until you say, hey, because his family, for example, refuses to take him to rehab.
Yeah.
Because they say that like it's expensive, for example.
Yeah.
But I'm like, okay, cool, it's expensive, but you guys are paying because this person is high on all these drugs and gambling and losing money.
Yeah.
So it's like, how long are you patient for?
I think you're patient for as long as you can tell that the person is genuine. Do you know what I'm saying? There definitely is a cap to relapse.
Yeah.
After, I think, I don't want to put a number on it, but I think as somebody who witnesses addiction or even experiences it, you can tell when somebody's not even trying.
Yeah.
You feel it in your gut that this person is taking complete advantage of the situation. And I think also when you realize that that person isn't genuinely trying to overcome an addiction, stepping back also is very valid. I think people who've witnessed addiction sometimes feel guilty for letting that person go, because then it seems like you're not doing your best to pull them out. I want to kind of give relief to people like that, because it's not your responsibility to nurse somebody back to health, no matter who you are. Even if you're a parent, you can do your best, but what is it called? People are in charge of their own destiny.
Yeah, like the only person who can fix themselves is themselves.
Absolutely.
Type of thing. Like nobody else can do it. No one else can. Like no matter how much time you put, even the therapist helps you fix yourself. They're not fixing you or anything like that. True. They're guiding you into working on yourself, you know?
Yeah.
Because the only person who can work on yourself is you.
Absolutely.
And in terms of like the cap is, for me, there's no cap. It's all dependent on that person's attitude. Like, is it something you can see that actually it's eating them that they keep doing this? And if they genuinely don't want to go back, but it's hard, then you forgive yourself until until because if you don't have that forgiveness for yourself, you will end up hating yourself. And when you hate yourself, you can drive yourself back into that even more, because you even give up, because you be like, I'm going back anyways. So why am I even trying to stop myself?
Valid.
Then you stop working on yourself. So forgiveness is so important. And I feel like as long as, like, that is something Christ continues to do with us, as with sin, you know, because it's an addiction. It's literally you fighting yourself constantly. It's a constant addiction. And if Christ can forgive you until you can forgive yourself until. As long as you're repenting, that's the important thing.
Yeah, true. No, I hear you.
But I think I hear that realistically though, right?
No,
because there's Christ and there's us.
No, I'm talking about like yourself. Like you forgive yourself. The people around you.
Yeah.
Even now, that is wrong though.
Those people around you, now it's a matter of how is it affecting you, that person's addiction?
Yeah.
Do you need to set a boundary with yourself?
Yeah.
You know, like how is it affecting you? If this person is stealing from you, you need to take precaution.
100%.
You know? So it's how is it affecting you? And then from there you set boundaries, because you are allowed to protect yourself.
Yeah.
You know? So it's a thing of like, if protecting yourself is saying to that person like, oh, but I've tried. I've tried with you. I still love you. I still love you. I wish you all the best in your journey, but I've tried. Because at this point, it's causing my mental health. You are allowed to pull back.
That's what I was going to say.
But like, in terms of in terms of the inner self, when I yourself, if you are suffering with it, forgive yourself until.
For how long? Like, until it's fixed?
Until it's fixed.
I think let's also put a contrast between forgiveness and patience. I think you have to, if you want to get better, you have to run out of patience for yourself, because you must for the life of you be frustrated with your behavioral patterns. Yes, you can forgive yourself, but forgiveness doesn't mean nonchalance. It doesn't mean complacency. It means I forgive myself, and so because I forgive myself, I want to be better. And I will do better.
Let me stand up. Forgiving yourself is the tool to help you stand up when you fall. It's not a tool to keep you falling.
Okay, then if you say it like that, then I'm with you.
That was my problem. Fighting, like mentally, like I disagree with them, but like
no.
I don't
if you say like that, then
it's like no. help
I
me
was
stand up,
scared.
but
Yeah.
don't keep me down.
I was scared people were going to receive that and make
Yeah.
think it's okay to
Oh,
fall because
no.
they can forgive.
No,
But it's like
no.
you're actively
No.
trying to pick yourself
No,
up
no,
and then
no.
Yeah.
no, 100%.
Also, I've heard also that term addiction is a disease or a disorder as a justification for continuously slipping into
Yes.
addiction.
Yeah.
No. Not at
Because
all.
it's a learned disease. The same way it's a learned disease.
Yeah, it
you are
starts
not
as a
born.
habit.
You are not born with it. It's a
Yeah.
learned disease. You can unlearn it. You are not
fact.
born addicted.
Sorry to cut you off.
Oh no! Oh, sorry. If your mother was taking drugs while you're in the
Yes.
womb, you can be addicted to drugs because when you're in the
Yes.
womb.
I was
But
about
that's
to
different.
say.
Like you're not biologically like built for that addiction. Like your body's
know,
not built for
no.
it.
I was talking to this girl,
actually.
and apparently during apartheid, like they would inject black people with something that makes them addicted to alcohol. And like I think it was like a
I
thing
don't think that's far fetched.
like they were
That's
like it
a
was
real
like a
thing, 'cause our alcohol
this
problem is deep.
I've got no like proven fact. I
Yeah.
haven't done further
It's a
research.
conspiracy.
Yeah.
But this person like
I think I'll do some research on that.
I'll do some
because
research too. But like also
Yeah.
you guys do some research. Let us know.
Yeah.
But apparently
Yeah.
they used to actively inject black people with substances that will make them addicted to alcohol, which makes a lot of sense
Yeah.
because
Like
Right?
it makes no sense. Like what? Like
I'm definitely gonna research that.
and how normalized it is, and how we can function in alcoholism. Like one
Yeah.
thing about black people, we function very well in our alcoholism.
and even our generation is deep within alcoholism.
like,
Yo-
like there's no generation that isn't. Our
Yeah.
parents' generation is deep within
They-
their generation. Like I know people
Ours-
who the fridge would be empty at home,
Mara,
but there
there's
would
a-
be alcohol.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and it's normal.
Think about
you
like
know?
I'll think about your uncles, like from like informal like
I'm not even
settlements,
far.
from townships. Like
My
when
mother's
payday
brother,
comes,
like
what's
I
the
don't even
first
have to
thing
look
they're doing?
far. I don't even have to
Yeah.
look far. You know,
I think every
Payday
black
comes,
person
what are they
has.
doing? Payday.
first thing, like
Six pack.
to the point that his
Savannah.
salary is not even transferred to
Yeah.
his account, because if it goes to him first, it's finished. The kids' transport is
Yeah.
not gonna be paid. Nothing is
Yeah.
gonna be done. You know, and it's a thing of like shame, and we're just like, "Ish, man, there's nothing we can do.
No, there's,
He can
there's
just
so
can
much
just
you
live
can
like
do.
that." And it's like, no, guys,
There's so many ways to approach addiction. I was about to say, like, every black person knows somebody in their family or their friends who's addicted to alcohol.
I know.
Everyone
It's
has
it's a thing in it's a part of even the culture. It's that
Yeah.
deep. It's like it's a part of like the black culture.
Yeah.
To a point where when you say you are a non-drinker, there's shock in the black community. Like,
Yeah.
you don't drink?
Oh, no, yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Why? You know, like you know,
Yeah.
it's a real thing. I
Also,
hear it.
just to counter that argument that
You're not-
addiction is not wired in your brain. Actually, there have been studies that not very conclusive from what I could find.
Yeah.
That if somebody in your family dealt with substance abuse, it could be an uncle or your mother or
Yeah.
or whoever. If they dealt with particularly substance abuse that was so extreme that it rewired their brain the way that we've been talking about, that they needed rehab or medication.
Yeah.
It has, I think it was a 40 to 50% chance of affecting you.
Sure.
I don't think that is a thing of like the addiction. It is maybe it's a thing of like that's how your chemically your family
Genetics,
reacts.
yeah.
Like
That's
you
the-
know,
that's
like
the
how
word.
your chemical balances
but she
is like
said-
you react to things.
Genetically.
But you said like an uncle.
Yeah. So like your mother's brother.
No, you know what I'm saying, like you know, like because of how we are built, the chemical balances in our bodies aren't all the same.
Yeah.
So maybe in the family tree,
Yeah.
you are more susceptible to addiction because of the chemical balances maybe that happen in your, like what the things that happen in your mind
Yeah.
make you more susceptible to addiction. It's not like that's why maybe the mother is not able to fall into addiction, but the brother did, and the
Yes.
possibility of the son falling into addiction.
Oh,
is the
okay. I
same.
see how you put
Because-
I see your
Because it's a thing of like it's there, but it's like a
It's
coping
skipped one
mechanism
month.
that you can.
yeah.
Everybody has to fall, but not everyone goes and falls.
Or maybe your
Yeah.
mother never tried cigarettes and your uncle did.
Yes,
Yeah.
Then you
yes.
try cigarettes.
And that's
and then
because
you
of
try-
their mother.
Because of your grandfather.
Yes.
Genetics,
Yes.
you know, the Punnett square, all of that stuff.
So it could be. So it's a
Yeah.
thing of like learning how to occupy like yourself with good habits.
Yes, that's where we were going.
Yeah, it's the
how
good
to
hab-
overcome
yeah, it's the
addiction.
good
What are
habits
some
thing.
good habits that you guys think prevent you from having bad habits?
I think the research that I did was the same dopamine, again, according to research, the same dopamine hit you get from spending time with family is the same dopamine hit you get from taking drugs. right? Really interesting.
And you see my family more often.
You on drugs?
I mean,
Is there something you need to tell us?
I mean, alcohol is a drug, right?
It is.
Okay.
It is.
Okay.
Going
So,
out is a drug.
Finding that out was really interesting for me
Yeah.
because I was like, oh, then it's not as difficult as we think it is to overcome addiction. You just need to replace the dopamine hit with something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for me, it has been art, creativity.
Okay.
So acting, painting, drawing, reading, crocheting, all of these things that keep me
And
occupied.
you were crocheting last time you were here.
Yeah,
Even the top you were wearing, the blue one.
She crocheted her top. She was
Yeah.
crocheting a bag and using it as a bag while she's still in the process of
Even if we
crocheting.
see her stop crocheting, we must go check for alcohol in
Yeah,
there.
please.
You must be like,
Please,
Be
you must
like-
check my bag for that bug. You know how
Yeah.
small that bug
Yeah.
thing
Yeah,
is.
we must
Just
be like,
check, something.
Okay, have you painted?
have you
crocheted?
What's going on? What's going on?
What's
So
up?
that is what gives me dopamine hits enough to to overcome.
That's nice.
What's your
I wanna,
healthy
dude, mine.
habit?
So I don't have many healthy habits, eh? I think that's why I might have so many like addictions.
Yeah,
My addictions are like not alcohol, but like we drink every weekend
yeah,
and we party almost every
Yeah.
other weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so those are probably my addictions. I see my friends a lot,
yeah.
but I would like to have some good habits.
Like?
I'd like to game more. I'd like to play more PlayStation.
Yeah.
I'd like to like hike more. I'd love to be like, yo, it's Sunday, 7 a.m.
Yeah.
I have to go do that hike. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'd love to do
friends
that.
with my partner.
Man, I must hit up brother man.
Almost.
I must hit up brother man. So I'd like for those
Yeah.
things to be some like healthy habits. I mean, like I'd love to write. I think I'd be an amazing writer.
I agree.
Like of movies and like
Yeah.
short series and stuff.
Yeah.
I'd love to read, but like I'm so used to getting my dopamine from the things I get
Yeah.
them. Like even with us, like none of us brought this up, but like we're addicted to views and likes and subscriptions.
Okay.
Like we get serious dopamine hits whenever we post videos on TikTok,
and it hits
and
the,
they hit crazy
the
views.
targets that it
There's-
needs to hit.
There's a lot of
That's
comments
true.
going through, things for us
Yeah.
to engage
Yeah.
with. Not that we want gratification or acceptance from the outside
Yeah,
world.
it's just like
Yeah.
you feel
But-
like your heart, like the happiness that it.
Yeah, like,
It's like
you're seeing
it's like
someone. Yeah, you're seeing someone appreciate your craft. It's like being a
Yeah.
painter and having people,
Yeah.
auction and bid towards buying your art. You
Yeah.
know, so I get a lot of dopamine hit from like that type of stuff.
Okay.
So I'm trying to replace that shit with like
Yeah.
some good stuff. So I'd love to hike more, love to read more. I'd love to spend more time by myself.
You already starting?
I'm starting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
started
You guys saw my
yesterday.
Instagram stories today. I was watching there's a fireplace here.
I was like,
on the
That's
TV.
why there was a fireplace on the TV.
yeah, on the TV with the red.
I was in pajamas. I was alone.
I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, just chilling cozy. What's up?
I feel like for me, oh my God. I thank, oh Lord, I thank God for my relationship.
Okay.
Because of like, you see when I say it's my first healthy relationship,
Yeah.
I think I'm starting to adapt some of his habits, and he has good habits.
Yeah, that's
and
a great man, Samantha.
like he has such good
great
habits.
man.
Did
Like
you say Samantha?
good man.
that's a good man,
That's a
Samantha.
good man.
So like yeah, so he's very active. Like
Yeah.
he jogs, he loves hiking.
Yeah.
So he gets his dopamine hits from doing all these productive things. He's such a productive person. So
Yeah.
when I'm around him, I tend to be productive. And I spend less time on my phone. Like I notice like the time on my phone, because it tells me every week how much time I spent.
Yeah.
When I'm alone,
Time.
scary.
Yeah.
But when I'm with him, it goes down like by like 30%.
Oh,
You know?
okay, that's
Significant.
great.
You see, so it's a thing of like, yeah, so I guess I'm adopting his habits, and yeah.
Okay.
It's beautiful.
I-
What would you guys suggest that I do? Maybe like
What
some-
you've already said, like
Yeah,
being
like
active,
the
because-
hiking thing. Yeah,
the
go to a
reading.
park.
Yeah.
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 You have the right ideas. It's just implementing them.
Yeah. In Feb, it was so good. In Feb, I used to go to the gym every single day with Percy. So like
Yeah.
my evenings would go towards the gym.
Yeah.
And then
then
why
him and
did
I-
you stop?
We just like work became hectic.
Okay.
He would travel, I would travel, and like other things. Yeah.
And other things, but the fact that you were able to point out, where the dopamine hits are coming from in the wrong place.
Yeah.
You're on the right
This
track,
is very healing, man.
right?
I should come here every 13 episodes.
That's what I was saying. Every 13 episodes,
Okay,
no,
but-
like every 4,
Yeah, every 4 or 5, yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
must come and say.
And it would be nice to like see like, okay, we spoke about this thing last time.
Yeah.
Like,
How
where
we
you
were
at?
How far
Yeah.
are you?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm ready to
Alright.
go.
I think we had a great episode. Thank you for joining
Yeah, that
us,
was
Thato.
nice. Thank you for having
Our
me.
conversation doesn't end here. our members, we're going to continue this conversation, and we're going to have a chat about finding yourself and what that looks like, what the journey of finding yourself actually encompasses. Do you find yourself or do you create yourself? You know what I'm saying? So much to talk about. Thank you again, Thato, for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
We'll see you guys on the membership channel. Are you going to do the cues?
Yeah, like, share, comment, subscribe, turn post notification bell on, send stickers, go to subscribe to the memberships, do everything. Don't skip the ads. It's just the whole shebang.
And we'll see you guys next week, Monday at 3 p.m. Baby. Bye.